It's the OU Football Preview Show. Sponsored by McIntyre Law Firm, Hal Smith Restaurant Group, Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Center, Laser Light Skincare Center, Natural Native CBD Products, Cocina de Mino, and Orthodontics Exclusively. Now here's your host, Rick Heath.
Hello, sports fans, and welcome to the OU Football Preview Show, Big 12 Championship Week. I'm Rick Heath. With me, Noble McIntyre. We're at McIntyre Law Firm, where they've been helping people for over 25 years with their personal injury claims. So if you need help with personal injury, Noble McIntyre and McIntyre Law Firm and his staff will take care of you. But hey, speaking of taking care of, OU needs to take care of their business this coming Saturday. It's Big 12 Championship Week. OU Texas Part 2.
Well, I tell you, we certainly have taken care of our business ever since the loss early in the season to Texas, although I think you would agree with me, there have been some heart-stopping moments.
Yeah.
I think last week when we talked, I said the final score would be 60-58. I wasn't far off.
That's right.
For the West Virginia game. But yes, it's part due, and let me tell you, there was some times I thought maybe that would happen, and then sometimes when Texas wasn't playing well in the season, had some losses, I thought it wouldn't. I really thought it was going to be a West Virginia rematch this week. OSU helped us out there, and I'm glad they did, because we get a chance in the eyes of the committees making the decision to avenge our only loss of the season. If we can do it with some serious style points, I think we're sitting really well.
Well, you know, this is the game that the OU coaches wanted. They wanted no part of West Virginia again. You can bet on that after the 700 yards of offense the defense gave up against West Virginia. You know, but Texas won the first one. There's some differentiating situations. Texas and Ellinger probably had their best game offensively of the year. OU had a fairly, spotty offense. Didn't really get rolling until, Kyler Murray got that long touchdown. And the defense didn't play well. Defense continues not to play well. Offense is playing at a level that unseen in modern football history.
Well, it's crazy that we can say a team that scored 42 points, which is what OU did in that game, was playing spotty. But you're right. They scored the 21 in the fourth quarter, and had that game gone another couple minutes, we were going to win that game. So if we get out there and play with our offense like we have been, we're going to put up a lot of points. Our defense obviously is a large concern. I mean, we gave up 40 to Kansas. But I think
Texas, they got David Beatty coming down to help them.
Oh, jeez, I tell you, I saw, and Lincoln's not happy about that. I think that OU has progressed as the season's gone on. I think Texas has regressed as the season's gone on. I think you're right. They played the best game of the season. And unless we just lay an egg and Texas plays lights out, I think that we're going to win by a couple of touchdowns.
I think so, too. And if you guys want to go down and see that game, then you need to call OklahomaTickets.com, 364-7500, or go online, OklahomaTickets.com, OU, Texas, Big 12 Championship tickets, and concert tickets and Thunder tickets. The best tickets available, OklahomaTickets.com. We'll be right back after this.
For yourself or that special someone, a gift card from Laser Light Skin Clinic is the perfect present this holiday season. Purchase $1,000 and receive $1,000 in free laser treatments. Spread the joy this holiday with gift cards from Laser Light.
I'm attorney Noble McIntyre at McIntyre Law. Over the past 20 years, we have fought for Oklahomans who have been injured by medical malpractice and medical device injuries. These injuries are caused by products including defective hip implants, transvaginal mesh implants, Zofran, Xarelto, Invokana, and IVC filters. Unfortunately, these type of injuries happen every day, and it's good to have a local expert to turn to for help.
On behalf of myself and the entire McIntyre Law team, I can assure you, no one will work harder than we will.
Matty McMillan's Irish Pub, now open at 150th and Penn, featuring traditional Irish favorites with a modern twist. Matty's is a pub-inspired eatery, features nearly 30 Irish and American whiskeys and scotches, as well as beers, cocktails like the Guinness Float, ice cream and Guinness, or Eden's Apple, hard cider and Guinness. Matty McMillan's hosts Kegs and Eggs brunch every Saturday and Sunday, and is sure to be the perfect hangover cure. The brunch features omelet bar, Bloody Mary station, along with $2 mimosas and $13 mimosas carafes. Grab your friends and hang out at Marty McMillan's on 150th and North Penn.
Come in, Sam. It's Jack Elliott. You read me over?
Hey, guys.
I'm up here with BK. We got your wings. Right on time. I hope you brought us some sauce, too.
We've got 7 kinds of sauces, Sam. We've got sweet chili, Hickory bourbon, barbecue.
Great wings don't just fall from the sky. They come from Louie's, where we're preparing food fresh daily.
Garlic parmesan, ghost pepper.
Drop them whenever you're ready. People love them with our world-famous burgers and pizzas.
Okay, stand by for a drop-off. Over.
At Louie's, we're in your neighborhood.
And let me tell you about a new sponsor that we have here at the OU Football Preview Show, and that is Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Center with over 10 locations throughout the state. Locations in Moore, Prague, Purcell, Holdenville, Seminole, Durant, Ada, Midwest City, Weatherford, Pauls Valley, and Norman. And they have 6 orthopedic surgeons and 1 podiatrist. They have in-house physical therapy and one of the largest open MRIs in the state. So if you're needing work with orthopedics, then you need to call Orthopedic Sports Medicine Center in Norman and find out the nearest location to you and let one of their expert orthopedic surgeons take care of your problem the right way the first time. That's Orthopedic Sports Medicine Center, 10 locations throughout the state, including in Norman. And welcome back, OU Football Preview Show, Big 12 Championship Week. OU Texas in a rematch in Jerry World, which is the difference this time, Noble.
It is.
Noble McIntyre with me today. Noble, Jerry World is a whole different atmosphere than the Cotton Bowl.
Oh, it is. Well, I mean, it's a great facility to play in. I've seen some NFL games. I've seen some college football games there, and it's there's not a bad seat in the house because of all the TVs they have set up. But you're right. It's completely different than the Cotton Bowl. It's going to be interesting. I don't think OU and Texas have ever met in Jerry World, have they?
They haven't.
Well, it'll be unusual. And a lot of folks have talked about moving the Cotton Bowl over there instead of keeping it over there at the state fair. So we'll see how the fans
They'd have to
turn out.
wrestle the Texas state government, 2 out of 3 arm wrestling to get that.
Yeah,
that funnels the Cotton Bowl.
It does. It does.
So, and it helps support everything else there in the Cotton Bowl. But, the highlights of this game, the matchup, Texas wants no part of OU's offense. They've seen it, what's happening. They think their offense can dominate OU's defense, which is a pretty good assumption. But they don't want any part of Kyler Murray, and for good reason. OU's offense, here's some things about it. OU's offense leads the nation in total yards per game, 883 yards per game.
That's just crazy.
That's unbelievable.
That's just crazy.
Yes, I mean those are Madden type numbers.
Right.
Where you're playing a game, and against your buddy in the in the dining room or whatever. Those aren't real football. They lead by over 80 yards to somebody else. I mean, the second place team. They lead at scoring, 50.3 games. Unbelievable right there. They lead in yards per play. So every time they snap the ball, they're averaging 8.9 yards.
That's just insane.
Yes.
Almost a first down.
And the closest one to them is 8 point. I mean, so they're doing this not by minimal amounts of differential, but major differential over everybody else. And then they have yards per completion, which is second in the country. Every time they throw the ball, they average 11 yards. 11.6.
I mean, it's just, there's no question the offense is elite. It's carried the defense. We've won games because we've outscored the other team with huge scores, and it's a good thing. And I think a lot of folks are, they worry that with this defense, we're wasting this prolific offense. I think if we can slide into the Big 12, I think we're going to shock a lot of people with how easily we can score on Alabama. The question will be whether we can hold Alabama back, but we're going to score a lot of points if we can make it in.
That's the question. If you can beat Texas, which, I think they can. You think they can. A lot of OU fans think they can. Texas fans think, hey, here's what we're going to do. We're just going to steamroll OU's defense and hold them and hold the ball so much that the offense is not going to be able to score. That remains to be seen if that works. But there's no, because we said 111th in the country for defense.
Right.
Number 1 offense, 111th. So it's worst to best. One of the worst defenses in the country with one of the best offenses ever in college football.
Well, the best thing is, we have the number 1 offense. We're not going up against a highly ranked defense in Texas.
No, they're 86 or something.
And Texas's offense is not all that spectacular. Their quarterback's playing hurt. Like I said, I think they've regressed. I tell you this, OU players and OU coaches wanted another shot at Texas. Texas coaches didn't want another shot at Oklahoma.
They want nothing to do with it.
So
Exactly.
we'll see what happens.
And speaking of Sam Ehlinger's shoulder, Dr. Michael Padilla will come on today and talk to us about that shoulder separation, how much effect it will have on his ability to throw. Because if they can hit Ehlinger a couple times and get that where he can't throw very well, OU's got the defense gets a lot better.
Well, I mean, except that we've made a lot of second-team quarterbacks look like All-Americans.
Yeah, we may make Michelle the starting quarterback for next year because they make them look so good. But getting back to the offense real quickly, 3 stars have to do well for OU. Kyler Murray,
Right.
Kennedy Brooks, and Hollywood Brown. I mean, if those guys do well, I think OU's okay.
Throw CeeDee Lamb in there too, but you're right. Those are some ballers. What's so funny about Brooks is he wasn't even on the depth chart when the season started, and now here he is, our star running back. And so, OU's really deep at some positions, and it's been very fortunate for us. We've also been very fortunate, and I think the Oakland A's think so too, that Kyler hasn't been hurt this year.
Yeah, no kidding.
But you're right. If those 3 or 4 perform at a high level, I think we're going to hang a half 100 on them.
I agree with you. Hey, we're here at Noble McIntyre and McIntyre Law Firm. Talk to us about McIntyre Law Firm and how they've been helping people for over 25 years.
Oh, well, I help people a couple different ways. One, professionally, I've been doing nothing but trial law on the plaintiff side, people who have been injured or hurt as a result of somebody else's negligence. I have a great team working for me, and I've been doing it myself for over 25 years. And then personally, we do a lot of community give-back events. We just had our huge turkey event. Fed several thousand people.
I drove by, and they had the police having to direct traffic because people couldn't find, to get in, they had to walk across because they were parking on,
right.
There were so many people here, and what a wonderful thing. I mean, I don't know how many people you guys helped that day, but it was a lot.
We fed about 5,000 people on location, burgers and hot dogs. We gave away 2,200 turkeys here, and then we gave away turkeys and food at 4 other locations across the state. Tulsa, Norman, El Reno, and Mustang. And so we did a lot of good in those 2 or 3 days. We really, really did.
And that's what you do every day is help people here at McIntyre Law Firm. If you need help, McIntyre Law Firm is here to help you. We'll be right back with Dr. Michael Padilla after this.
For yourself or that special someone, a gift card from Laser Light Skin Clinic is the perfect present this holiday season. Purchase $1,000 and receive $1,000 in free laser treatments. Spread the joy this holiday with gift cards from Laser Light.
I'm attorney Noble McIntyre at McIntyre Law. Over the past 20 years, we have fought for Oklahomans who have been injured by medical malpractice and medical device injuries. These injuries are caused by products including defective hip implants, transvaginal mesh implants, Zofran, Xarelto, Invokana, and IVC filters. Unfortunately, these type of injuries happen every day, and it's good to have a local expert to turn to for help.
On behalf of myself and the entire McIntyre Law team, I can assure you, no one will work harder than we will.
Matty McMillan's Irish Pub, now open at 150th and Penn, featuring traditional Irish favorites with a modern twist. Matty's is a pub-inspired eatery, features nearly 30 Irish and American whiskeys and scotches, as well as beers, cocktails like the Guinness Float, ice cream and Guinness, or Eden's Apple, hard cider and Guinness. Matty McMillan's hosts Kegs and Eggs brunch every Saturday and Sunday, and is sure to be the perfect hangover cure. The brunch features omelet bar, Bloody Mary station, along with $2 mimosas and $13 mimosas carafes. Grab your friends and hang out at Marty McMillan's on 150th and North Penn.
Come in, Sam. It's Jack Elliott. You read me over?
Hey guys!
I'm up here with BK. We got your wings.
Right on time. I hope you brought us some sauce too.
We've got 7 kind of sauces, Sam. We've got sweet chili, Hickory bourbon, barbecue.
Great wings don't just fall from the sky. They come from Louie's, where we're preparing food fresh daily.
Garlic parmesan, ghost pepper.
Drop them whenever you're ready. People love them with our world-famous burgers and pizzas.
Okay, stand by for a drop-off. Over.
At Louie's, we're in your neighborhood.
And let me tell you about a new sponsor that we have here at the OU Football Preview Show, and that is Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Center with over 10 locations throughout the state. Locations in Moore, Prague, Purcell, Holdenville, Seminole, Durant, Ada, Midwest City, Weatherford, Pauls Valley, and Norman. And they have 6 orthopedic surgeons and 1 podiatrist. They have in-house physical therapy and one of the largest open MRIs in the state. So if you're needing work with orthopedics, then you need to call Orthopedic Sports Medicine Center in Norman and find out the nearest location to you and let one of their expert orthopedic surgeons take care of your problem the right way the first time. That's Orthopedic Sports Medicine Center, 10 locations throughout the state, including in Norman. And welcome back, OU Football Preview Show, Big 12 Championship Edition. And joining us now, Dr. Michael Padilla of the Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Center in Norman. Of course, Dr. Padilla, you are a Stanford graduate, and you know a lot about sports injuries because you did your internship about that. But the question I want to ask you about a sports injury pertains to this game, and it's very germane to the storyline, and that is Sam Ehlinger, the Texas quarterback, sustained a third-degree shoulder separation 2 games ago. Last week he had trouble throwing. Talk to the fans out there and the viewers about what a third-degree shoulder strain is now.
Well, you never like to see an athlete go down, and you don't certainly want to beat a team at their best.
Yes, we do.
Yes, we do. But the injury is good news to OU fans because I foresee him continuing to have issues, particularly with the grade 3 AC separation. So the AC joint is the connection between your collarbone, which functions as a strut, to your shoulder blade, essentially. And so if that connection is disrupted in any way completely, and a grade 3 AC separation is a complete disruption of that, shoulder function can follow. I'm not sure, it's his throwing arm, is that correct?
It's his throwing arm.
So typically you put these patients in a sling. It can be operative in some patients, particularly throwers. So I suspect he'll probably have surgery in the off season, would be my guess. We're more aggressive for grade 3 AC separation. So just so you know, so it's graded 1 through 6, 1 and 2. Grade 1 is a sprain, grade 2 is a partial tearing, grade 3 is a complete tearing of the ligament that connects everything, and the capsule as well. 4, 5, and 6 are certainly operative. Grade 3 is this gray zone where, if it happened in me or in you, we would probably treat it without surgery. But in a highly competitive athlete thrower, which is the case here, you can make an argument for surgery. But I think they're trying to rehab him, get him through the season, and I just don't know if he's going to be able to perform.
I've heard from people in Austin that they've curtailed all of his throwing in practice, cut it back a great deal, doing just a little bit of throwing. So, what would you foresee? You've known what athletes go through. That certainly makes the throw a lot tougher to make, for his right arm and right shoulder.
Yeah, absolutely. That connection between the upper extremity and the rest of the body is disrupted, right? So there's a lot more strain on the ligaments, the capsule, the muscle, the tendons, and it just hurts. That injury hurts. his bone, the end of his collarbone is sticking up through the skin. It's not out of the skin, but you can see it with the grade 3 AC separation. So he's going to have issues. He's going to continue to have issues. I don't know if he's certainly not going to perform at the level that he performed that first game when they beat us.
Which he had the best game of his life.
Yeah, so I don't foresee that happening again. And he may not play. There's always that possibility that he doesn't play.
They said that he's going to play, but it's got to be how effective and all that is the question. But Dr. Padilla, thank you for talking about that. Now, Orthopedic Sports Medicine Center here in Norman, there are 10 other satellite locations. There are throughout the state: Moore, Prague, Purcell, Holdenville, Seminole, Duncan, Ada, Midwest City, Weatherford, Pauls Valley. And there also, you have Moore, Midwest City, Ada, where you're headquartered, all 3 of those. And so if you're a high school athlete or an aging athlete and need help, Orthopedic Sports Medicine Center, Dr. Padilla can help you. You can give them a call, 364-7900. Find out a little bit more. Dr. Padilla can help you with your problem with orthopedic. Also, they have a full-service physical therapy and the state's largest open MRI at Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Center here in Norman. Dr. Padilla, thank you very much.
My pleasure.
For yourself or that special someone, a gift card from Laser Light Skin Clinic is the perfect present this holiday season. Purchase $1,000 and receive $1,000 in free laser treatments. Spread the joy this holiday with gift cards from Laser Light.
I'm attorney Noble McIntyre at McIntyre Law. Over the past 20 years, we have fought for Oklahomans who have been injured by medical malpractice and medical device injuries. These injuries are caused by products including defective hip implants, transvaginal mesh implants, Zofran, Xarelto, Invokana, and IVC filters. Unfortunately, these type of injuries happen every day, and it's good to have a local expert to turn to for help.
On behalf of myself and the entire McIntyre Law team, I can assure you, no one will work harder than we will.
Come in, Sam. It's Jack Elliott. You read me over?
Hey guys!
I'm up here with BK. We got your wings.
Right on time. I hope you brought us some sauce too.
We've got 7 kinds of sauces, Sam. We've got sweet chili, Hickory bourbon, barbecue.
Great wings don't just fall from the sky. They come from Louie's, where we're preparing food fresh daily.
Garlic parmesan, ghost pepper.
Drop them whenever you're ready. People love them with our world famous burgers and pizzas.
Okay, stand by for a drop-off. Over.
At Louie's, we're in your neighborhood.
I want to thank some wonderful sponsors here of the OU Football Preview Show that allows us to come and be here each and every week. And that's the Trails Golf Club in Norman. It's still not too late if you need someplace to have your Christmas party. Trails Golf Club has the facilities. They can cater. They can take care of all your needs at the Trails Golf Club for your holiday parties. Give Kathy S a call at 364-3790. Casino Domino, the best Mexican food for 25 years plus here in Oklahoma City. Still at Southwest 59th. They've been in business since 1983. So if you haven't been back to Casino Domino's for a long time, you need to go back. They got a great fajita special that's going on for holiday parties. You can't beat it. Give them a call at Casino Domino on Southwest 59th and Western for their fajita special for your holiday parties. Also, if you're like me and you have kids that needed braces, Dr. Tim Shannon, Dr. Mark Revels of Orthodontics exclusively in Norman will make your child have a smile for life. That's right, a smile for life. You can't ever thank them enough once you see what the outcome is with your child with braces. So give Dr. Mark Levels and Dr. Tim Shannon a call at 321-2735, Orthodontics exclusively in Norman. Brown Shoe Fit Company in Norman. Ladies, boots and fashion, both at one place. Brown Shoe Fit Company on Main Street next to Hobby Lobby. And men, don't forget, they have rugged men's footwear and stylish dress shoes, all available at Brown Shoe Fit Company on Main Street next to Hobby Lobby in Norman. And the Hal Smith Restaurant Group, 3 new concepts, all of them fantastic. Neighborhood jams for breakfast and lunch, great breakfast and brunch lunch. Available at Neighborhood Jams on Main Street in Norman and on 150th and North Penn in Oklahoma City. Also, Winston by Pub W. The Winston on Main Street next to the railroad tracks in Norman. A great new place by Hal Smith. It's like Pub W but with their own flair. And they have a great brunch also. And Matty McMillan's on 150th and North Penn. Matty McMillan's Irish Pub, authentic Irish pub food, and a great selection of Irish beers, Irish whiskeys, and Kegs and Eggs brunch. That's right, Kegs and Eggs brunch every Saturday and Sunday. If you're looking for a great place to have your brunch, Kegs and Eggs brunch every Saturday and Sunday at Matty McMillan's Irish Pub, North 150th and Penn. Noble, you know that the OU's defense was on full display in its ineptitude and its chance of helping the offense against West Virginia. They gave up 700 plus yards.
Right.
Looked horrible. But they got 2 defensive turnovers that turned into touchdowns that made the difference in the game. Against Texas, that's what they're going to have to do. They're not going to be able to stop Texas. They're just going to be able, maybe they can slow them down, get a stop or two, give OU's offense a chance to, because they're, as we've decided, we think they're going to score, each time they get the ball in some form.
Right.
So the OU's defense doesn't have to do anything other than get a couple of stops. Can they do it?
Well, I think they can. I mean, what's ironic is I think over the last 3 seasons, every time OU gives up over 700 yards in offense to the opposing team, we win. Which is a little ironic. But, when you have a team like ours that scores every play, you only have to have 1 or 2 stops a game. And that's exactly what we got with West Virginia. The defense gave up 59 points, but the defense scored 14. And if we can get just a couple of turnovers, even if the defense doesn't pick it up and run it back and score, just a couple of turnovers or force a couple of punts, I think we're going to be fine. We may give up 40 points in this game or 45. But I think we're going to score 50 or 60. And so I know that's crazy. I think Vegas would never set an over of 100. but this game probably could be an over of 100.
We were, Al Eschbach and I were laughing last week that we thought the over-under for OU West Virginia would be 90 plus.
Right, it was 85.
It was 80, yeah, but
right.
then it started out 79 and just kept, because everybody was blasting the money.
Right.
85 and a half, not going 86, got to hear 86. So this week, I think it'll be a little more, like 79, something like that, 75, I think is where it is right now. But, right now, all the defense needs to do is get a couple of stops, you said.
Just a few. Just stop them a couple of times, make them punt, get a turnover. Our offense is going to score. And so if they can just do that and slow them. Anyway, it's not about talent. We've got 4-star players on our team. We may even have a 5-star or 2 on the defense. They just haven't been performing at that level. And I think that frustrates the coaches. It frustrates the teammates. It probably frustrates the fans. We have the talent.
It frustrates the fans.
It really frustrates me.
I am right here as a witness.
And I'm sure Lincoln is just pulling his hair out, it's just
And if Ruffin had any, he'd be pulling his
he
hair
would
out.
He probably did have someone who started coaching for OU.
Yeah, that's why a defensive coordinator is not a good thing for your hair. But, here's what I'm going to throw out. OU's defense is bad. They get a couple stops. But to me, still, the key to the game is Kyler Murray.
Oh, always, yes. You look at the fourth quarter the first time we played them. Kyler Murray keyed the 21-point run in about a 6-minute span. If he plays like that and just gets a crease, I swear, I could race Kyler in a 40 and you could make me only run 20 and him run 40, and I think he'd beat me.
He'd still win.
Yeah, even though I'm only running 20 yards, and I'd be the one hurting with a pulled muscle. And so, the guy is just an unbelievable athlete with off-the-chain speed, and give him a crease and he's gone. And
two quotes by Big 12 coaches. Dan Holgerson said he's never seen anybody quicker than Marquise Brown and Kyler Murray. And Gary Patterson says Oklahoma's offense is recess. In other words, you never know what they're going to do.
Right.
Because they could draw, the best play up, but if Kyler breaks it, he can go 70. Any given play. So with that being said, to me, the key is Kyler Murray. And as you mentioned, that 169-yard run that got OU going against Texas in the Cotton Bowl, he is going to run the ball more this game. And he is going to be the difference factor because you cannot account for when he breaks it and finds a crease. Now, some of them are going to be called runs. Some of them are going to be ad-lib runs. But he, to me, is the key of the game, and he'll get over 100 yards rushing. And if he does, OU wins the game.
And that's why he should be the Heisman Trophy winner. When you ask yourself who's the most valuable person to their team in the nation, Alabama still is undefeated without that quarterback. Their closest game has been 21 points. Oklahoma has lost 4 or 5 games without Kyler Murray. He is the most valuable person to any team in this country and should win the Heisman because of that.
Well, and that's how it should be attributed. But the bad news is that it's always given to the number one guy on the number one team.
It didn't used to be like that. Barry Sanders was on a 4-loss team.
Yeah,
that one.
But now it's all about that. And so we're looking at it, unless Tua, the quarterback for Alabama, stumbles against Georgia this weekend, Kyler's going to be second, even though he's probably the most deserving. The other thing about that is that the old fogey voters won't give it to the same school 2 years in a row. I'm sorry, they just won't do it.
Well, they should.
I know, but they won't. They're old fogies, and they've been voting for 40 years, and But Kyler has had the best game of the year. Okay, predictions. I got it 52-39 OU.
I have a 55-45 score. I think OU wins by double digits.
I think so too, and Vegas thinks 7.5.
Yeah.
You don't put that 7.5 on there unless you want people betting for Texas,
right?
Because that half a point is valuable. But hey, we look at you the next time here on TV with the OU football preview. Hopefully, talking about the Final Four next week. Hey, and be sure to tune in 15 minutes after every game for Facebook Live post-game report here on the OU football preview show. Noble, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
And here's to a victory in the Big 12 championship.
Boomer Center, Texas
Thank you.
sucks.
Bye.